I live in Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta is a galactic and universal portal. It connects both galactically and with the inner Earth. And the mountain actually called me to come here about 4 years ago from Minnesota. And what happened was I came here as a healing journey, and that healing journey opened up a whole new venue for me of bringing in pictures that are interdimensional in nature, that are bringing in the codes for all the life forms on the planet, for the higher energies that are coming into the planet at this time. The very first pictures that I got is this one, which I call the Blu-ray Guardian. Many people, when they see this picture, can actually see a being in the picture who is kind of standing with one hand up with a book, and she's bringing in all the codes for the higher dimensional energies. These codes, actually, if you blow this picture up on a computer, you would actually see what looks like the old binary codes on the punch cards that they used to use in the early computer days. So you see these here in the corner on the bottom. You can see codes that are yellow and red. Mostly you'll probably be just able to see the red ones. These are the old codes. They're the codes that exist for the third dimensional energies. They're the codes that are either being changed or dropped off because we won't need them in the fifth dimensional energies that we're moving into. Now, what's interesting about this picture is when you turn it upside down, it becomes a portal to the inner Earth. And Mount Shasta is a place that is known for its connection with the city of Telos in the inner Earth. And many people have experiences with Saint Germain and Adama and different beings from the higher dimensions as well as from the inner Earth dimensions. So this picture is very multidimensional in its nature. I was actually told by someone else that it's actually sixth dimensional in nature. So it's even beyond the fifth dimension that we're moving into at the physical level. This picture was taken at Lake Shastina in 2004, the day before a lunar eclipse. It's the only day where I got pictures of this nature with where you can see the guardian energy in it. This picture was taken the same day, and here you can see a more defined beam of light coming in, as well as the big pink area around the sun, which my guidance is that that's the etheric body of the new sun actually coming in. So in this one you can see at the top where the beam is wider, you can see how the codes are actually coming into the sun first from the great central sun, and then our sun acts like a transformer and steps them down so that we can handle them. This picture was taken at Lake Siskiyou, near Mount Shasta. And again, you can see, actually in this one, you can see the spiral energy, and the spiral energy is what is representative of the Shambhala energy as well as the sixth dimensional energy. So here we see that spiral energy coming into the sun and then step down and coming to the earth. Very defined. Cool. And in this one you can see more clearly too the old codes down in the corner, which are being either changed or dropped off. What happened was the camera that took the Blu-ray, what I call the Blu-ray pictures, died. And that's when I discovered that I get different kinds of pictures with different cameras. And these two pictures were both taken in the same place, which is near Sand Flats on the mountain. But the picture on my right, the lavender shaded one, was taken with an old Sanyo camera that somebody gave me. And the picture on my left was taken with an old Kodak Easy Share camera. These pictures are all unedited. That's just exactly the way they are when they come out of the camera. What's unique about these is here you can see how with different cameras I get different kinds of pictures. So it's a whole different energy. What I was told was that it has to do with how my energy interacts with the electronics of the camera. Now what's interesting about this picture, the Kodak Easy Chair picture, is you'll see the yellow codes in here. And what's interesting about these is somebody, one of my mentors, believes that at some point some of these pictures are going to have what they call the fire codes, the creation codes in them, the fire letters, and that these will show up in some of these pictures, and eventually I'll know how to read them. I don't know how to read them right now. But what is interesting to me is that in these kinds of pictures where there's like pine needles from the trees and stuff, and in the area where those codes are, instead of seeing the pine needle, you'll see the code. So you get codes instead of pine needles in those pictures. This one also has lots of orbs in it too. You can see the orbs and the rainbow orbs. I think of the rainbow orbs as being kind of celestial in nature, as opposed to the earth orbs, which are more solid in nature. I don't seem to get the earth orbs. I seem to get the ones that are lighter. Okay, this is another picture that's an example of the fire codes. I think of these pictures as being heart opening, that they assist to open the heart. You can see the lavender color, the green for the heart, and the other energies there. Excuse me. And this is a picture where if you blew it up, you would probably see some of the codes in the pine needles. These pictures have a whole different energy to them compared to the others. Very dynamic. This is another example of different kinds of pictures with different kinds of cameras. The picture on my right is a picture that was taken with a one-time use disposable digital camera from the local Rite Aid store. And this is my backyard. This picture was taken on July 7th of last year for the 7-7 Gateway at sunrise. In this picture you can see the portal energy very clearly for Mount Shasta. And also when you look a little closer you can see some little interesting elemental beings in it, as well as some little fairy lights. The other picture I call the City of Light picture. Mount Shasta is said to be one of the cities of light, and that was taken with that Kodak Easy Share camera again. This is what we're here to build, the City of Light. So this is, you might say that this is a future picture, a picture of the future, as we're moving more into time. Time is now, or now is the time, or now is the only time. This picture represents that, being in the now, being in those higher energies that we're building here.
So how has this transformed your life?
It's brought me on a whole journey of figuring out who I am and what I'm here for and what I'm about. And actually it's brought me to the place of understanding that my mission actually is to inspire creativity and healing by creating awareness of our multidimensional nature. And the pictures are the vehicle. They're the vehicle for creating that awareness. For people like myself who don't have a well-developed third eye, they can see that's there. And for people who do have a well-developed third eye, sometimes I've had feedback from people who say, oh, I've seen that. So for them, it confirms something that they saw but didn't know that anybody else could see. I'm sharing these pictures at interdimensionallight.com.